So I've got a little kitten here who is not maintaining weight. She's only 4.5 ounces right now. Um, so we're going to have to tube her. And what you don't need as big of a syringe. She's not going to really take this much. It's just what I'm using for now. And you're going to need a French tubing thread. This is a 3.5 French. And obviously, do the math with the calculator. We're going to take this and we're going to measure from her, we want to get it from her mouth here to the tip of her nose, all the way down to the bottom of her rib cage. So you want to feel where the rib cage is whenever they are, let's see here, stretch out. So rib cage is here. Oh my goodness. I'll do it with 2 hands in a minute. But anyways, rib cage is here, and then to nose, and then we're going to put a marker on here. All right, so we've made our marker point. This is, like I said, from the nose tip to the bottom of the rib cage. The reason for this is so if it's too short, they can actually aspirate because it's not going down into the stomach. And if it's too long, of course, you're pushing down and you could potentially pierce the tummy. I mean, it just depends on how thin it is down there, but you don't want to be shoving this all the way down into their stomach and it balling up inside of there. All right, we're going to weigh our kitten in ounces. All right, she is 4.5 ounces. Good girl. And so we want to have our kitten weigh gain 5% each time she eats. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 4.5 and we're going to multiply it by 5%, and that equals 0.225. And then we're going to add, and it's going to equal 4.725. So really we want her to weigh 4.8 ounces whenever we get done. So that's 5%. So 4.5 ounces up to 4.8 ounces is our goal. Now we've got our syringe, and of course, like I said, she is definitely not going to eat this much, but the formula is in here. This is properly mixed formula, so 2-to-1 ratio. So it is 2 parts water and 1 part formula. And it is warmed up to 100 degrees, which is perfect for kittens. And then we're going to have our tube that we are going to connect to the end of this here. I'm pushing it on real securely. All right. And we always want to make sure that we flush the tube first. See the little hole in here at the bottom? That's the one that's going to be in her tummy. So we're going to push the air through and just make sure it's through there. Perfect. I know this towel looks really dirty. It's definitely not. It's just from me dripping the formula on it here. So now we are ready to go ahead and tube our little girl. All right. Now we are going to place the tube in her mouth all the way up into the black marker point. So here we go, sweet girl. And you're going to go into the left side of their mouth, going across. And you're just going to slide it in. She's fighting me, of course. Really not the most pleasant thing I would assume. Okay, good girl. Alright, and it should slide right in once you get... I know, sweet girl. And some people like to put them in the a little burrito so they're not struggling so much with it. Okay, all right, we've got it down to that point. It's like she's chewing, which is good. There we go, and we are at 4.8, and we are going to slowly take it out. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Good girl. Because of course we don't want to have them regurgitate it. So she's at 4.8. Good girl. Good girl. And now we're back on our heating source. And we got a little belly. Good. Good girl. And now I'm going to go stimulate her so she can go potty. Hi, baby girl. And that's good. And I wanted to show you guys, you know, it's not always easy. Sometimes I have the easy ones who are pretty lethargic, and as soon as they're up to temperature, you can feed them. Never feed a cold kitten, ever. The tubing should be a last resort after you've tried, you know, a couple drops at a time, one drop at a time, slowly feeding them. But they're supposed to gain 5% at every single feeding. So at 5 days old, she should be definitely gaining and not losing, but she is steadily losing at this point. So that's why we tubed her now, huh? Because she's going to make it, right?